A 17-year drought broken.
The Holy Grail that we've been waiting for since '91.
A very happy Hawthorn upsets the Cats to win a thrilling grand final.
Live from Melbourne, this is 7 News with Jennifer Kite.
Good evening. Hawthorn has broken a 17-year drought with a thrilling performance, denying Geelong back-to-back premierships. In front of more than 100,000 people, the Hawks outmuscled the Cats to win by 26 points. We'll cross to the winners in just a moment. But first, a look at how the 2008 grand final unfolded.
As Geelong and Hawthorn ran out for one of the most anticipated grand finals, it wasn't long before the heat was on.
Hodge is the target. They've come for him already.
The first quarter was one to remember. Lonergan drawing first blood for the Cats.
He nearly lost his life a couple of years ago, Tom Lonergan, and kicks the first goal of the 2008 grand final.
The Hawks hit back with 4 of the next 5 goals, but 2 goals to Mooney gave the Cats a 1-point lead at quarter time.
In the role of a drummer, the Camstar.
The intensity was at fever pitch. Crode limping off with a serious foot injury, and he was followed by Bateman. The latter returned and Hawthorn hit the lead.
A left footer, loads it up, Franklin and Scarlett, it's going all the way.
Harley was forced off after a nasty clash of heads. The Cats' headaches made worse by their bad kicking. Young limped to the bench early in the third quarter as the intensity lifted again. Ablett's first goal was followed by Buddy's first, and then it was all Hawthorn. They booted 5 goals in a row with Jew the inspiration.
Now Jew could kick this, and he has. He's had the best 5 minutes of his footy life.
The Cats kicked 2 late goals but still trailed by 17 points at the final change. They desperately needed to keep the momentum going, but up popped Buddy.
Oh, he's done it. He's done it. He's put the icing on the cake.
But there was more to come as Hawthorn raced away with the game to record a famous premiership win.
Hawthorn, the champions.
Luke Hodge was awarded the Norm Smith Medal. Tom Wren, 7 News.
And Michael Felgate joins us from the winners' rooms. Michael, what's the feeling?
Well, Jen, if you can't tell this is the winner's room, there's something wrong because we've just got sprayed by champagne. I've got the happiest man in the world with me right now, Shane Crawford. It's been 17 long years. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. I'm still in shock. We've just won the premiership. How good is that? Oh, it's been amazing. It was a real team effort, and it's going to be a long couple of days, but this is what it's all about. I've got champagne in my eye, but apart from that, I'm okay.
Mate, is this what you've always dreamed of? Is this what you thought it'd be like?
Oh, look, it hasn't sunk in yet, but, you know, I suppose not until the last 5 minutes did I think we had the game sewn up because Geelong is such a good side, but I'm in shock.
It's been such a decorated career. Do you think the window may have closed for you to win a premiership?
Not today. We're pretty confident about the way that we're going to play, and conditions were perfect, which suits our running style. So we were very confident we could come out and play well, and you know, we know Geelong are a good side, so we had to be at our very best.
The second quarter, it seemed Geelong were well on top. Obviously, the team spirits come through. Did you think you were in trouble at that stage?
I didn't think we were in trouble, but, you know, we just knew that Geelong are really going to have a burst at some stage, and we just had to weather the storm, and we've won the bloody premiership. I can't believe it.
Mate, probably haven't even thought about it now, but you've had a great career. Is this the icing on the cake? Do you think this will be the end now? Are you going to hang up the boots?
I really don't know, but if it is, it's a bloody good way to finish. So I need to have a talk with the coaches over the next few weeks, and it's been a dream come true to win a premiership today. Have the cup here, have the medal, be with my mates. I got a couple of mates who flew in from New York this morning. I just saw them and they were in tears, and it's going to be a long couple of days.
Well, Shane, well done. I'm sure everyone's very proud of you, and you've finally done it.
Oh, this is great. This is as good as it gets. Don't you worry about that. Thanks.
Well done, mate. There you go, Jen. As you can see, it's pandemonium down here. The Hawks, premiers for the first time in 17 years.
Well done. Thank you very much, Michael. Well, it has been a long wait for Hawks fans, but tonight the faithful have their reward. Mia Greaves watched the game with them at Glenferrie Oval. Mia, how happy are the fans?
Jen, it's hard to imagine that anyone could be happier, but these fans were confident from the start. And now they're heading to Federation Square for what I'm sure will be a long night. After 17 years in grand final wilderness, it was time for Hawthorn to put on a show. Glenferrie Road shops in all of their brown and yellow glory. Even their pets were colour coordinated.
Confident, very confident.
But some lone cats decided to stray into enemy territory. You can't find any friends here today? No. Funny that. This young bloke was even concerned for his own safety.
I've gone to get money and I said to her, if I don't come back, just send out a search party.
But as the clock wound down, the faithful gathered at Glenferrie Oval. Where the mighty fighting Hawks. Fans young and old, hoping that the mighty fighting Hawks would break the drought. With the first half tight, each goal was cheered as a match winner by the 6,000-strong crowd. Not even the hottest grand final in years could make these fans take off their colours.
If we get up, we won't sleep for 6 weeks.
But I've always said that if anyone was going to beat Geelong, it would be Hawthorn.
By three-quarter time, the underdogs had got a sniff of victory.
I've been waiting for this for 17 years, and it might be coming true.
In the end, the sweetest of victories for fans who never lost their faith. Mia Greaves, 7 News.
The first all-Victorian final in 8 years, combined with perfect weather, drew thousands of people to the MCG. Among them was former Eagle star Ben Cousins, who's revealed he'll use the next 6 weeks to lobby for re-registration.
The MCG became a makeshift campsite as die-hard fans proved they'd do anything for finals tickets.
This is my 59th grand final I've seen.
This brave newlywed even abandoning his honeymoon.
He's got a very understanding wife.
But come daybreak, some fans still went begging.
Tickets!
To see the showdown for AFL's Holy Grail.
And no better place to be than the MCG.
The big names of sport, politics and business rubbed shoulders at the grand final day breakfast. Malcolm Turnbull pointed out the obvious after naming the Roosters as his favourite team.
I am not an expert on Australian rules football.
But someone who is, football statesman John Kennedy, had some words of advice for his beloved Hawks.
Value the experience more than the result. Really, it doesn't matter, not much.
Four-time premiership coach Lee Matthews was named AFL Personality of the Year.
I thought actually coaches and personality actually were conflict in terms, to be honest.
Among the thousands who headed to the G was former West Coast hero Ben Cousins. The fallen star says he deserves to be re-registered, but no indication what club might pick him up.
It's about finding a football club that has the right structure and has its head around, addiction and everything that comes with me, not just the footballer.
In the MCG car park, lunch was cooking, Cats barbecues and Hawks barbecues.
I was very happy with last year's performance, and this will be an absolute bonus.
I think it'll be very close. I don't know, maybe less than a kick.
The Link Twins were a big hit with Geelong supporters.
Unless you want to be Gary Ablett.
Rock group Powderfinger provided some of the pre-match entertainment. And a giant flying kangaroo in the form of the new A380 Airbus buzzed the ground.
And away we go, the grand final.
After all the build-up and excitement of grand final fever, the big game was finally underway and the crowd was loving it.
The mercury rose to 24 degrees, not the hottest grand final day on record, but warm enough to make patrons thirsty. For those who couldn't get into the MCG, Federation Square attracted thousands watching the nail-biting action on the big screen.
Go to Caddis!
Go the Hawks!
Divided loyalties, but football definitely the winner. John Ross, 7 News.
Geelong was favourite to take the flag, but despite a fierce fight, the Cats couldn't go back-to-back. Dylan Howard's in the team rooms. Dylan, what's the feeling?
Well, Jen, the doors have just opened to family and friends, and it must be said that the vanquished are well and truly sober. And one man who is Frank Costa, the president of the Geelong Football Club. Frank, you've seen the players. What's their reaction been?
Oh, they're devastated because they'd played so well all the year, and we went into this game, they were quietly confident that we could pull the game off today. But we did know, all of us, that whatever happened, we had to bring our very best game to the park. Because if we didn't bring our very best game, Hawthorn are in absolutely scintillating form and they would beat us. Well, we didn't bring our best game. We brought our best endeavour. They tried very hard all day. We're very proud of them. We can't complain about that. But up on that forward line, 1 goal 9 in the second quarter kills you. And to finish up with 9 more scoring shots and lose by 26 points, that tells it all. And I was told when I was a kid, bad kicking is bad football, and it is. So it doesn't matter how hard you try and how hard you go in the contest and how many possessions you get. It's what you do to convert them into goals that counts. And we saw that today, unfortunately.
Commiserations, Frank. We appreciate your time.
No worries. We'll be back next year, stronger and better than ever. I can assure you of that.
Fingers crossed, Frank. Thank you very much.
Okay, no worries.
And Jen, there were tears on the field from Gary Ablett. His girlfriend, Lauren Phillips, walked in just a few minutes ago, and she too was in tears.
Thank you very much, Dylan. It was a case of so close and yet so far for Cats fans. They were hoping for a return to the glory days, but it wasn't to be. Ben McNair's at Skilled Stadium. Ben, how have the fans reacted?
Jen, there's some pretty sombre faces filing out of Skilled Stadium, but they say a cat has 9 lives, and these fans know their side will live to fight another day. Geelong rose early, fans packing trains and buses on a pilgrimage to the G. Those with no ticket, no worries. They just watched any way they could.
We'll watch it on telly.
At home. Or even at work.
The aerial is now Bertha outside, so they've done their best to try and do what we can so we don't miss out on the action.
But the place to be was Skilled Stadium, and they came from far and wide.
I've come from Normanton, up the Gulf, and 5 plane trips and a bus from Tullamarine.
And from country New South Wales, a lonely hawk in a crowd of cats.
They're not going to win. I think I'll need security beside me at the end of the day.
With the Cats rock-solid favourites, some fans may have been taking it a little too easy.
What a great day!
But when Geelong booted the first goal of the day, everyone was on their feet. Excitement gave way to concern as the Hawks hit back. 3-quarter time and Cats fans are remaining upbeat despite a 17-point deficit, but they know they're in for a very tense final quarter. Devastation as Hawthorn kicked away in the final term. Dazed Cats fans left to wonder what might have been.
Devastated. Well played.
There's always next season, yeah?
Ben McNair, 7 News.
Welcome back to the MCG, and as you saw earlier, Hawthorn is the 2008 AFL Premier, outclassing Geelong by 26 points at the MCG today in front of over 100,000 people. Luke Hodge was the Norm Smith medalist in a famous match which saw the Hawks break a 17-year premiership drought.
There were no late problems for either team as Chapman took his place and Crawford prepared for what could be his final game. The teams ran out and posed for the cameras one last time before their moment of truth. Harley won the toss, Scarlett went to Franklin, and there were shades of 89 as Stokes tested out Hodge's ribs.
Hodge is the target. They've come for him already.
The Cats settled better early as their comeback kid drew first blood.
Seemingly nearly lost his life a couple of years ago, Tom Lonergan, and kicks the first goal of the 2008 Grand Final.
Geelong looked to impose themselves on the ball and the man, but the Hawks absorbed the pressure before hitting back.
To Bateman, hard running, can kick a goal. 49 out, low, straight, abusing.
The Hawks booted 3 in a row. Bad discipline gifted one to Ablett, but Brown restored their 13-point lead.
This has got to carry. Campbell Brown from long range.
But a moment of Mooney brilliance.
In the role of a drummer, the Camstar.
And then another gave the Cats a 1-point lead at quarter time. Neither side willing to give the other an easy possession. The two sides traded early goals in the second quarter before Crode limped off.
Well, right now he looks like his grand final is over.
Things got even worse when Bateman was forced off with a leg injury. But it was Thompson who looked stressed, and he had every reason to be, as his side wasted numerous chances.
Strolls in, can think all about it, and miss.
And they were made to pay as Williams and then Young put the Hawks back in front.
A left footer, loads it up, Franklin and Scarlett, it's going all the way.
Hawthorn was on the hunt and Harley was one casualty, limping off the ground late in the half as the Cats' kicking woes continued.
Must run in a straight line and kick the goal, and he misses.
Young limped off early in the third quarter as Geelong looked to take control, but then Buddy finally got going.
The smoke is starting to rise.
That sparked the Hawks as they went on a rampage, booting 5 goals in a row. Jew, the inspiration.
Now Jew could kick this, and he has. He's had the best 5 minutes of his footy life.
Geelong desperately needed to respond, and they did with the help of Mitchell's bad discipline, which allowed the Cats to within 17 points at the final change. They needed to keep the momentum going in the last quarter, but Buddy denied them.
Oh, he's done it. He's done it. He's put the icing on the cake.
Wojcinski watched on helplessly as the Hawks went into party mode before running away to a famous premiership win.
Hawthorn, the champions. The long wait for Crawford over.
Luke Hodge was awarded the Norm Smith Medal. The Hawks now with nothing to do but celebrate. Tom Wren, 7 News.
And we know viewers didn't get to see the Hawks celebration song in the dressing rooms after the game, so here it is now.